All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about the EarFun Free Mini. So, fresh arrival from our friends over at EarFun. This is a very bare bones true wireless earbud, but they pack a lot of punch for something this small and at such a low price. So, just a quick basics on it. These are running Bluetooth 5.0. They've got AAC and SBC as their connection codecs. They also feature dual connect, which means you can use each earbud individually while the other one is charging in its case. On top of that, you're also going to have minimal latency when it comes to videos, casual gaming, any of that stuff is not going to be a problem. But if you are playing high performance first person shooter games, I would probably look at one of EarFun's other options that feature a low latency gaming mode, whether it's the EarFun Free 2 or maybe the EarFun Free Pro 2. One of the other ones is going to be a better choice for you. When it comes to battery life, these are featuring a 5-hour playback time along with 19 hours of charge in the case itself. Now, let me scoot this stuff out of the way and bring the earbuds over themselves. So a tiny little case right here, as you can see, very compact design. So it's a smaller case and it's got this flip top design, as you can see right here. Shape and size is very similar to the case that you get with the Apple AirPods Pro. So very similar in size, except these have a flat bottom, so you can sit them upright if you want to. And that way it'll make it a little bit easier for you to charge them. On the back, you've got a USB Type-C port for charging. Unfortunately, there is no wireless charging with these earbuds. What they do bring to the table, though, is fast charge. So if you do manage to run these down all the way, you can charge them up. Sorry, I'm digressing here. They do feature fast charging. So if you do run them down all the way, you can drop these earbuds back into the case for 10 minutes and they will give you an additional 2 hours worth of playback time. So pretty good if you ask me. Now, moving over to the comfort and the controls. Now, obviously, these are some very small sized earbuds, but because they're so small, it makes them extremely comfortable and highly compatible with all types of different ear shapes and sizes. So these would even be a go for some people who have smaller ears. I'm not saying that they're going to be perfect for every small ear, but they're going to be pretty good for even smaller ears. Now, on top of that, they do have some okay ear tips, in my opinion. I went ahead and swapped them out with a set of the SpinFit CP1025s right here. As you can see, links to both of those are going to be in the description if you are interested. Those do provide a more comfortable fit and a much better seal, so you get excellent bass response out of them. Now, there's some people who always ask me in my chat, hey, are these any good for sleep? You know, can I sleep with these earbuds on? And I'm happy to say that the EarFun Free Mini are excellent for sleep, whether back sleep or side sleep, not going to be an issue if you've got large or medium sized ears. When it comes to controls, these are featuring full touch control. Now, obviously, there isn't like noise canceling or ambient sound or any of that crazy stuff. So they don't have a lot of stuff they have to control. So you've got play pause, you got volume up and down, you got skip track forward and back, answer and phone calls. So overall, they've got all the controls that they need to have right on the earbuds themselves. So now let's move over to the performance. So let's talk about that volume. So first up, the volume, I'm going to give them an 8.5 out of 10. So they get plenty loud, but I think they could use maybe a tick more of volume. So just not the loudest earbuds out there, still plenty, but this is something where you can easily max these out without, without really causing yourself any sort of damage, I would say. Sound quality on these, though, is actually very, very good. Surprisingly enough, for something that comes in at such a low price. Now, it's EarFun standard type of sound. You're going to get that punchy bass. You're going to get that deep sub bass rumble. So overall, a nice V-shaped type of sound. Very dynamic, very bouncy. On top of that, you're going to get some neutral mids. So you're going to get some pretty decent vocal clarity. So male, female singers, not going to be a problem. Any kind of music you want to throw at these is going to be good, but it's going to be best for like rock, hip hop, EDM, stuff like that. Probably not so good for like classical. Probably would want to not do that with these earbuds. Now, when it comes to the treble is actually quite bright. It comes in very nicely. You get some nice crispiness to it, and it's surprisingly clear. You're getting a lot of clarity here for this sub $40 price tag. Overall, I really do like the way that these sound. They really did impress me for something coming in at such a low price. So truly, truly impressive. But now let's get into some microphone quality samples, and this way you can hear how they sound and kind of judge it for yourself. All right, so here we have the microphone quality test for the EarFun Free Mini. So testing, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, we're indoors once again in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the microphone quality test for the JLAB Go Air Pop. So testing, 1, 2, 3. So you can see once again, we're indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, and here we have the microphone test for the EarFun Free Pro 2. So testing, testing, one, two, three. Once again, we're coming to you indoors in a semi-quiet room. So testing, testing, one, two, three. And here we have the EarFun Free Mini in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a crowded bar or maybe a busy restaurant, something along those lines. So testing, testing, one, two, three. And here we have the JLAB Go Air Pop in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar or maybe a crowded restaurant, something along those lines. So testing, testing, one, two, three. And here we have the EarFun Free Pro 2 in a simulated crowd noise environment. So something like a busy bar or maybe a crowded restaurant, something along those lines. So testing, testing, one, two, three. As always, you're going to have to be the judge of the microphone quality down in the comment section. Now, so finally, and last but not least, do I recommend you go out and pick up the EarFun Free Mini? Now, if you're looking for something under $30, if you're looking for something right now that's on sale for just under 20 bucks, then these are an absolute no-brainer for what they bring to the table. Now, when they do hit full price, which is right around 40 bucks, they're still going to be an excellent value. So definitely something that I would recommend if anybody's interested in checking them out. The links will be in the description, but if you jump on this quickly enough, you can get them for just 18 bucks. You just got to make sure you click that box that says save 40%, and that'll be the discount right there.